Lizzo is a super active performer, but how is she still obese? Lizzo has talked about this before. She has PCOS. Women with PCOS are dealing with constant fluctuating hormonal imbalances that make losing weight difficult. It causes insulin resistance, so the pancreas starts producing more of it. The extra insulin promotes fat storage and increases hunger to help prevent hypoglycemia. It also makes the body produce excess androgens, which is why women with PCOS don't gain weight the same way as other women. They tend to be apple-shaped and gain more abdominal fat versus pear-shaped and gaining fat in the hips and thighs. Abdominal fat is also the hardest fat to get rid of. In general, the answer is going to be that an obese person is simply taking in more calories than they are expending. So, in this case, her calorie expenditure while performing or doing any other activities is less than the calories she's taking in. This isn't the full picture though. Genetics can cause two different people with the same exact calorie intake and expenditure to have very different weight loss results. The types of foods can affect metabolism and hormones and lead to two different results too. There are also some medical conditions which can make losing weight extremely difficult or nearly impossible even if you do everything right. So, short answer is that it's most likely she just eats more calories than she burns. But there are also 100 other things that can affect this which you have no idea about. Which is why you should remain empathetic and not judgmental. I had a job where I walked a mile to from and routinely spent 14+ hours darting here and there, bending, stooping, twisting, reaching, you name it. No days off either. Boss would come get me if someone called in sick, because I lived so close. When I got up and when I got home, there was housework to do. Food was 2 small meals a day, a couple of eggs for brekkie and maybe a buttered roll plus apple or banana before bedtime. About 8 months into this regime of nearly constant movement and eating probably under 1,500 calories a day, I had lost a grand total of 12 pounds. Got a gym membership and did weights. And in 6 months had lost another 4 whole pounds. I mean, honestly at that point I was nearing the fuck it stage. I was in my mid-30s. So it isn't like I had the metabolism of a kid. But still, frustrating beyond belief. Exercise alone does not cause weight loss. Nutrition is the most important factor. Genetics also play a part. So do any medical conditions one may have. Thyroid especially. Believe it or not, weight loss is a lot more complicated than calories too. You can be active and fat. It's significantly harder to lose weight than gain it. In her case it's PCOS. It causes a hormone imbalance that makes it impossible to lose weight for a lot of people. She shows that she's eating on TikTok and it's all vegan and the vast majority of her diet is healthy foods. She's not eating an obsessive amount either. It's a normal-sized portion with healthy snacks on performance days. I have PCOS and my body is the same way. I work out 4 days a week, eat healthily, am completely vegan, have no soda or alcohol, only drink water and sometimes tea with no sugar or alternatives, and no junk food outside of the first 2 days of my period. I also don't eat large meals and I don't snack. I naturally eat less at every meal than just about any skinny person I know. But I'm still fat. I even got a personal trainer and went to a dietitian at one point to see if that would help me lose weight. But it didn't. Diet and exercise don't work the same for everybody. My sister, who doesn't have PCOS, was pushing 300 at one point and she lost about 100 pounds by eating and working out like I do. But I've remained around 250 since I finished puberty. I don't lose weight but I don't gain weight either. Even when I was dealing with an eating disorder a decade ago and eating drastically fewer calories than I was supposed and working out 6 days a week, I still wasn't losing any weight. Fat doesn't mean you're unhealthy or doing something wrong. The calories in versus calories burn formula doesn't work the same for every person. Striving for thinness can be more damaging to someone's health than being fat and eating healthy. People don't like talking about that, but it's the truth. In general, people tend to underestimate the calories they consume and overestimate the calories they burn. Because you can't outdance a bad diet. You eat more than you burn, you put on weight. Doesn't mean you can't still have strong muscles and be fit. Just means you carry extra weight. After party, be loaded. Because you can't lose weight with exercise alone. Your body doesn't like losing weight. We've evolved to put weight on easily and keep it on so we didn't starve to death as easily. Once you've put weight on, your body accepts that as your new weight. And unless you're dieting or exercising, it can be very hard to lose it. Especially if you're very overweight or obese, where a lot of exercise will be difficult for you. Lizzo probably isn't eating many more calories than you or me. But unless she's in a deficit, she won't be losing weight. And it's very hard to burn a significant number of calories through exercise. Which is why people who want to lose weight focus on dieting. More calories are consumed than expended. This is the answer almost always. And don't let someone's post ever make you think you are getting anywhere near all of the information. We have no idea what this person really does with the majority of her time. I have a hyperactive thyroid, hyperthyroidism, and one of the symptoms is weight loss. I wonder if Lizzo has hypothyroidism, where one of the symptoms is weight gain. I have friends and family members who have hypothyroidism and they balloon up so easily regardless of diet, exercise. It's easy to take in a lot of calories and very difficult to burn them off. Genetics, certain medications, and underlying health issues play a factor as well. Some people can live a perfectly healthy lifestyle and still struggle to lose weight. Mostly diet. Some genetics and medical issues can also make metabolism lower than expected. Have you ever noticed that nurses who spend 12-hour shifts on their feet and walking around have a weight problem? It's well documented. They eat a lot of takeout and bring each other snacks. And being active doesn't fix that. A normal person eats to fill their bellies. The rest of us, unfortunately, is missing that trigger and have to eat to feel full. That sensation usually just doesn't come until we're a few hundred calories over our daily, and that's by lunch. The feeling we get for food or hunger isn't even tied to a desire for fuel or nourishment. It's just there. It's a never-ending feeling of hunger that affects our mental health, mood, energy, etc. So for many of us, snacking kinda silences that noise a bit, and that's usually where our obesity comes in. I can guarantee you that's where Lizzo's extra calories are coming from based on this article. It's something I had to learn myself to lose weight. Eat 3 meals and nothing in between. That was tough. https vegnews.com/vegan-news/celebrities/Lizzo's favorite vegan snacks TikTok. Weight loss is 80% diet. If she's eating more than her body is able to burn even with exercise, she will stay overweight. I find it funny that people never ask this about Jack Black, and the man's been the most agile, active fat person in media over the last 2 decades. She eats more calories than she burns.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.